Hey there, CPO here, and today I'm going to do a quick video on the Bartact flashlight holder Extreme. Now this is a multi-cell flashlight holder, and when I say multi-cell, what I mean is it can take a 2, 3, or 4 D-cell flashlight by design. This is a 3-cell flashlight, and you can see how that would work. If you had a 4-cell, it would stick out a little longer, and obviously a 2-cell would be a little bit shorter. So there are a lot of chintzy flashlight holders on the market, and I've seen a bunch of them. But Bartact has kind of done something different with this by really beefing it up a little bit. It's made in the USA. It comes in a whole host of colors. A couple things I like about it. It's actually a little bit padded and is reinforced to hold it open when the flashlight's not in there. So slipping the light in and out is not an issue because it doesn't collapse. So with that in mind, one of the things that I noticed about this right away is it doesn't use Velcro. The straps that hold it onto the roll bar have this sort of military buckle with them. And I'll show you a little bit more detail about that. But it kind of confused me because I've got several Bartact products. The grab handles and fire extinguisher holders, and all of them use Velcro to affix to the roll bar. And so this one didn't use Velcro, and it kind of threw me off. And so quite frankly, I called them and said, hey, why buckles and not Velcro on this? The answer I got was, hey, we put a lot of thought into this, and we found that if you use Velcro and you just strap it like this, it's not as strong as it would be if, like on the fire extinguisher holder, you wrap it around the fire extinguisher and around the roll bar. It holds it, locks it to the roll bar. So what they found is by using buckles, they can get a really nice, tight, strong hold that's not going to come loose, yet it still leaves the flashlight free to easily come in and out because you're not wrapped around the flashlight holder. So that's why they're using buckles here instead of Velcro. And hey, it makes sense to me. So, you know, these are also MOLLE compatible or PAL compatible. So you can do that if you want. I'm going to put it on my roll bar. I have a padded roll bar in this JKU, but it'll fit any size roll bar. And quite frankly, it'll go as pretty much as small as you want to go. So anyway, let me show you how I'm going to install this on my roll bar. I've got to figure out exactly where I want to keep it. I have some options though. Matter of fact, I'll show you all 3 options I'm thinking of, and we'll see which one makes the most sense. All right, so one of the places I thought about putting the flashlight holder is on the roll bar at the rear passenger door. And I have the top on, so probably a little bit more challenging to see, but no more difficult to actually install. But basically, just going to wrap this around the roll bar up in here. And then thread it through this buckle. I'm just going to do this loose at first. And this is a pretty solid buckle, and it's not going to come loose once it's in place. Now that's the front, kind of loosely done. Do the back one here. All right, so there it is loose. And let me give you a close-up of how that buckle looks. You can see here how the shape of the buckle really assists in holding that strap in place once you get it locked down. So there are several tricks to doing this. What I found works the best for me is to just feed it through the side of the buckle closest to the flashlight holder and get it cinched as tight as you can get it. Then press with your thumb along the buckle, and while holding that, just feed the nylon webbing up through until you can grab it and pull it all the way through. And that should yield a pretty tight fit. And then you can take your tail and just tuck it up inside that elastic band. Alternatively, you can try the inchworm method, which is where you get it sort of loose and then sort of inch it up a little bit at a time. Whichever method works easiest for you. But I will say, once you get it in place, it's not going anywhere. Now I'll cinch down the back side. And there you go. There's the flashlight holder. Passenger side, doesn't really get in the way. It is right here. If you carry a lot of passengers, this might not be the best option. All right, so let's look at mounting option number 2. So another place that might work well for mounting is inside the roll bar, or on top of the roll bar in the back. Now I've put this on loosely to show you yet another method. Now this isn't a padded roll bar. It's covered but not padded. So there's actually a lot of room here to work with this nylon webbing. So another thing you can do is get it on loosely, pull up on this tab with one hand as you tighten with the other hand. And what you're going to find is that you can really get it cinched down. And as you can see, that's not going anywhere. You can have it on the side, or like I said, you can move it to the top. One of the reasons I thought about putting this on the side is I actually normally, if you've seen any of my other videos, have a fire extinguisher back here on that roll bar. And I can actually strap the fire extinguisher on here and have them both in the same location. And you could do like that. Again, that's not going to be for everybody, but if it works for you, then use it. Now you'll notice I mounted the flashlight holder upside down. That's because this top roll bar here would get in the way if I tried to pull it up. And you can see, because it's padded, it actually holds the flashlight okay with a little bit of friction until you can get it strapped in. So there we go. That's mounting location number 2. So the last place I thought I would try would be up here on the roll bar on the driver's side, where, quite frankly, I've got immediate access from inside my vehicle. And there we go. What I like about this option is it's pretty much hidden from outside the Jeep. But inside, you've got access to your flashlight pretty easily from the driver's side of the vehicle. And here's how it looks from the inside. So that's it. It's the Bartact Flashlight Holder Extreme. And it's not a matter of if you need it, it's just where do you want to put it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this useful. All right. I know inquiring minds want to know, of the 3 options I showed you, which one did I like the best? The driver's side roll bar. As you can see, it's nice and tucked up out of the way. Doesn't interfere with the top. Is easily accessible from within the driver's seat. And isn't readily visible from outside the vehicle. So that's it. That's my choice. Thanks for watching.